Welcome to the Greens, where sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses along the way. And might as well let the roses smell you back, it's only fair. I'm Rob Peters, and today, as we all know, is a very special month, as this is the month of revival. Every October, our ancestors rise from their graves and come and join us in the Greens. And I do mean all of our ancestors. From someone who just died 10 seconds ago to someone from, say, the Stone Age. Everyone shows up for 1 month each year. And as is often in this month, news starts to get a bit strange. Anyway, we don't have time for that. Let's start with the news. There is a mummy inside of our police station. A 5,000-year-old ancestor whose name is Men Mentor Men 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 I am so sorry, Egypt. Mentor Chef. Is that how you pronounce it? For now, I'll just call him Mentz. Mentz. I'll just call him Mentz. Mentz seems to want a job for this month at least, seeing as after this month he's going to be going back into the afterlife. However, I'm not sure if people who have been dead for 5,000 years and are completely wrapped in bandages would do very well as a police officer. Just a hunch. But he is very determined to get this job, so I guess what else can you do? Now it is time for the community calendar. Just kidding. The community calendar's been dead for 20 years. Though, it is the month of revival, so we can still talk about it. Monday is the big soccer game. It's the Greens versus some other team that we don't know the name of. Might I add, that's actually the name of the team. We hope that you'll be able to attend. Tuesday is the big soccer game. The Greens versus the other team. We hope you'll be able to attend. Wednesday is the big soccer game. Thursday is also the big soccer game. Maybe there's a reason that the community calendar has been dead for so long. Anyway, we don't need to listen to that. Time for some more news. I accidentally hit my microphone. Here's a quick word of warning to anyone who's planning on getting into the radio business. Never hit your microphone. It makes that sound that you just heard. That one. There is a witch selling potions in the abandoned building on the outskirts of the Greens. We were planning on demolishing it today, but apparently the witch has taken residence in this building for this month and is planning on selling potions. According to her, she was killed in 1692 when accused for being a witch. Turns out they were actually correct that time. However, she was, and this is her saying this, the only person who was ever tried who was actually a witch. However, she also states that she should not have been killed even if she was a witch. Not all witches are bad. And I happen to agree. After all, I have a brother who's a witch. Or maybe it was a dog. Anyway, that's beside the point. If you want potions, go on down to the abandoned building on the outskirts of the Greens and talk to the witch. I just realized that I don't know her name. Whatever. I'll figure it out at some point, probably. Meanwhile, a lot of people are trying to find Intern Jones as one of the ancestors that are rising from the grave. But he has not been found yet. I'm sure he's gonna show up one day. But let's not worry about Intern Jones right now. For now, let's worry about... where'd my notes go? Where'd my notes go? I have no idea. Whoa! Okay, some sort of tentacle has just come out from under my desk. I have no idea what entity it belongs to, but it is holding my notes, so I'm not gonna look this gift horse in the mouth. Thanks, whatever you are. Alright, bye. Alright, next up is the search for gold. What? That's not a segment. Is that a new segment that I didn't hear about? Well, seeing as I haven't gotten the memo, unfortunately, the search for gold will have to be cancelled for today. At least until I can figure out what that means. Remember when I said that there are some ancestors that come all the way back from the Stone Age? Well, today is one of these cases. A caveman whose name we can no longer pronounce because our vocal cords have evolved too far, has shown up in the Greens. And surprisingly enough, he seems to have accommodated well. He claims to have discovered fire, but I don't believe him. After all, y'all know that it was actually Nikola Tesla who discovered fire. Oh, speaking of ancestors rising from the dead, I would like to mention that this is the horror's first month of revival. Now, as we all did our first time, the horrors isn't accustomed to people rising from the dead. They think that when people are dead, they should stay dead. And so, we should give them a little bit of time to just sort of get used to it. Oh, and by the way, if they try to use that whole internal torment thing again, eternal torment, whatever they call it, don't let them. We've had enough on our hands without the horrors messing stuff up. And now for a word from our sponsors. You liked the Greens before, now try Greens Plus. What does that mean? We're not going to tell you. However, we have also made Greens Minus, Greens Times, and Greens Divided By. There's even Greens Squared. Here is a sample of Greens Squared. This has been a word from our sponsor. That was a very short word from our sponsor. Today is an exciting day. For the very first time, an ancestor from the month of revival isn't coming from the past. It's coming from the future. We don't know how far into the future because the ancestor has not told us his death date. But besides that, he seems to be from the future. Oh, actually, I think they're outside of the recording studio right now. Yep, there they are. Wait. No. Is that me? Let's go to the weekly forecast. Yep, this seems right. Monday through Thursday, and Saturday and Sunday will all be ancestors coming back from the dead. Not sure what else I expected. And of course on Friday, rose petals will fall from the sky, but there will also be people coming back from the dead. Welcome to the month of revival, baby! Bad news, folks. General chaos is happening in the streets as the ancestor that says he is from the future is now trying to kill the ancestors from the past. But the ancestors from the past keep coming back, and so the one from the future has to kill them again. I have no idea what's going on, and I have no idea why the ancestor from the future looks a lot like me, but that's not something I'm going to worry about right now. What I'm going to worry about right now is the fact that there is someone who is trying to kill people on the month of revival, which is not possible, and I don't know what to do about it. So I'm just sitting here with Prometheus on my shoulder, just trying to get through the day. They are outside of the radio tower right now, and I don't know what to do. Okay, wait. The ancestor from the future is now being carried away by someone. Who is... Wait a minute. I know that guy. That's that one guy who came to the greens with the other guy. That seems to be the tall one. The short one is not with him. And now that I do look at it, yeah, he does look a lot like Abbott. But let's not worry about that right now. Right now, let's worry about the fact that the problem that I was just talking about has just been fixed by one of the two men that has recently shown up in the greens. I have no idea what they're doing, but hey, I'll take it. As long as this is no longer a problem, everything should be fine. Okay, it is time for Rob's question minute again. Once again, because of that one plant that I talked about before, we only have one question. Hey Rob, what is your favorite letter? How am I supposed to pick a favorite letter? There's 82 of them. I'll get back to you on that one. Wait, really? That was it? Do we not have any other questions? Alright, this has been Rob's question minute. Well, that was strange. Why would he... What was I talking about? Huh. Could have sworn someone came in and then left somehow, and... You know what? Let's not worry about that, because it is around that time where we have to finish up this news broadcast. So, this has been some more news from me to you. As always, goodbye, good night, and good luck.